It's February 16th, 2020. Oh, shit.
It ain't 2023.
It's February 16th, 2024. It's This Week in Comics Friday Recap. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Friday recap of This Week in Comics. Now, last week's video got corrupted. That's my bad. But we're going to try to hit you a little bit more consistently this week. Remember, our handle is at This Week in Entertainment, all one word. When it breaks it up on the search, you got to put it all back together. But if you're watching it, you found it. And if you didn't find it, then you're my comic book guy. Let's get started. First up, we have Sinister Sons #1. Now, I was kind of excited about this series because I really love Super Sons and everything like that. Sinister Sons, okay, set up in the first issue. Some of it's been set up through Green Lantern and the backstory, and including Kneel Before Zod #1 as well. So check those out if you want a little bit more groundwork for it. The art's okay, the story's okay. Hoping it picks up here as we keep going along. Next, we have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver #1. Now, if you read the Scarlet Witch series before this, the first 10 issues, the first half of this issue is going to piss you off because it's just a recap. But it does set the stage for what this miniseries is going to be, and I am kind of excited for it. I liked the 10-issue series before this by Steve Orlando. Excuse me. Next, we have The Infernals #1 by Ryan Parrott. Bakersfield own. Come on, guys, support this. Support this, support this. Bakersfield, Ryan Parrott. This book was actually awesome. It's sort of about secession within the realms of hell and who's gonna rule, and I don't know, the art was great, the story was great. Check it out. I don't know, that's the only way to put it, is I would just check it out if I were you. Next, we have Night Thrasher #1. Night Thrasher returns for a miniseries. I'd never heard of this character before, and if you've never heard of him, it's basically Black Batman, except for he's out to save Harlem rather than Gotham. Now, we have the Thunderbolts #3. I've enjoyed this little series so far. I think issue 4 is going to be the end of it. I think the art sometimes holds it back from being a truly great story because the art's, it's just not my favorite. But pretty good series so far. Definitely check it out. Bucky, it's kind of mirroring what the MCU is going to do with the Thunderbolts. Here we go. Spider-Gwen Smash #3. I was not a fan of issue #2, but #3 kicks off the story a little bit more, keeps it moving, keeps the momentum going a little bit better. We get who Bruce Banner and what the Hulk is here in this version of the MCU. So if you're a Spider-Gwen fan, check it out. If you're not a Spider-Gwen fan, I'm not sure why you're on #3 by now. Now we have the Masterpiece. Sorry, not the Masterpiece, just Masterpiece #3 by Brian Michael Bendis. Guys, this series was okay issue 1. I really liked issue 2. Okay, issue 3. About criminals and stuff like that. You know, it irks me sometimes when kids are solving problems that adults should be solving, and Masterpiece being the greatest mastermind, sort of, sure, she's 14. Alrighty, now we have The Deviant #4. This is a super creepy kind of gay serial killer or killer of gay people. It's kind of hard to tell. They're jumping back and forth. Is the boyfriend, is the guy investigating this, the guy drawing the comic, is he the killer? Is he a killer now? Kind of hard to tell. But Deviant, James Tynion, check it out. #4 is pretty great. Alrighty, guys, we have The Outsiders #4. Now, if it wasn't for my comic book guy, I would not know that this is connecting heavily to Planetary. So if you've read Planetary by Warren Ellis back in the day, definitely go into this series with a bit of an open mind. They're going to include the Bat people. You got to get over that. Too bad. Wah, it's not Planetary. Wah. Too bad. There is the Child of the Century that's born in this issue, and if you've read Planetary, you know what that means. So I love The Outsiders. I like Kate Kane, so I'm going to follow her adventures anywhere. Luke Fox is sort of whatever. Drummer, really interesting character. Petrolhead #4. Guys, this Image book, I don't know how to put it any other way than, like, the art quality alone in this book is super awesome. It's hard to explain other than, like, if this was an animated movie and then you're saying you're just taking stills and then kind of putting it in as, like, a comic, yeah, I don't know. Petrolhead, a girl, a smog zone, robots controlling humanity. It's pretty amazing. Ooh-wee. We have Transformers #5. Guys, the whole Energon thing, Energon, whatever it is, it's been awesome. This is no different whatsoever. Other than the number 1 of Transformers, which went a little too fast and was a little confusing, it's all been fleshed out by now. Number 5 continues its strong run. Wesley Dodds the Sandman, number 5. Now, this is part of the new golden age, if you will. It deals with Wesley Dodds back in like the 1940s as he develops gases that are non-lethal, but to get there, he kind of developed lethal gases. Someone stole his lethal gases. This is the penultimate issue, so we have one more yet to go. It's been good so far. I actually think the art sometimes holds that series back as well because it's going for a style, and I don't know if I like the style. Batman and Robin, number 6. Now, this series has been so goddamn up and down for me, if I'm being honest with you. Some issues I like, some issues I absolutely hate. This one falls somewhere in between. The Bruce and Damian dynamic is sometimes good and it's sometimes super awkward, and not in like a, oh, fathers don't get sons kind of way, but in a, the writer doesn't get the characters kind of way. Sorry, Williamson. Blue Beetle, number 6. Now, this ends the Battle of the Blood Scarab, but there are some changing things in this series that make it super interesting, especially whether the scarabs can override their humans that are using their power. Jaime doesn't make a decision in this issue, but his Beetle does, so definitely check that out. I like Blue Beetle. I'd never read any of the series before this. You should read Graduation Day if you're thinking about jumping into this series. This being number 6 means this is the end of the first volume. Read Graduation Day, grab that trade, go to your local comic shop, hey, Mega City 2, and then go grab the trade of the first 6 issues of this Blue Beetle. You'll be caught right back up. Alrighty, Hunger in the Dusk, number 6. This is G. Willow Wilson's series. They're writing the Poison Ivy book, which is why I'm grabbing this book. Great writer, great stuff. If you ever grew up playing Warcraft, orcs and humans and elves and all these different people, this is the series for you. It's well written, it's well drawn, it's pretty amazing. Alrighty, guys, we have Action Comics number 1062. This is the second arc of I, Bizarro, and the first one I would have honestly given a pretty low score for, because a lot of talking, a lot of exposition, a lot of different things going on, and I didn't think any were very compelling. However, this issue picks it way up. The ending with who Superman goes to help for, it's why I stayed with it. So definitely check this out. And last but not least, we go with Batman City of Madness number 3 by Christian Ward. This is a prestige format book. If you don't have these 3 issues, go find them. Go to Mega City 2, find these 3 issues. I love Batman. I sometimes don't like if you break away from tradition unless you really make it your own. And Christian Ward made it his own. A wholly original story. The art in it, I absolutely love. It's trippy, it's cerebral, it goes in and out of the Gotham above and the Gotham below. If I was rating this series, I'd easily give it a 9 out of 10. I'm not into the ratings anymore. But this, Batman and Joker Deadly Duo, are my 2 favorite Bat books of about the last 15 to 18 months here. So definitely check out Batman City of Madness number 3. Get all 3 of them. Wait for the trade to come out. Other than that, guys, it was a pretty good week of comics. We got another big week coming up next week. I'm hoping that this file does not corrupt. Because if it doesn't corrupt, then here's where we like to say, fade to black, hit the music.
Take me.